My bounty, boundless as a sea, my love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I prove insanity. I'm burned in midnight oil with thee, and you're expecting my best work.
Well, that isn't very good, is it?
And you think you could do better?
Why, yes, Will. I think I could. How did you get in here? I found locked my door. And you think a lock is a match for a prince? Not that those drunkards use their locks in Denmark.
In Denmark? William, are you coming to bed? In a minute, darling. And who are you talking to? Like, I was just talking to you. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Hamlet.
Yes, I was just talking to Hamlet. Hamlet? Yes, Hamlet. Are you sure you haven't been staying up too late? I'm fine. Just a rather clock. Okay, just come to bed soon, okay? I will, Anne. I will.
Well, isn't she something?
Excuse me?
Must call it quite a ruckus in the bedroom, though. I mean, look at the mouth on her.
Sir, you mean country matters?
Argument, Will. I meant argument. Not for the public eye, of course. Reserved for the bedroom.
Right. If you would excuse me, I do have to get back to my writing.
Well, you didn't seem to be doing a very good job.
Writing takes time, and I'm working on a new piece. It's called The Tragic Tale of Romeo and Juliet.
That sounds like it'll sell well. Another love story.
What would you suggest?
A tragic tale sounds promising, but the characters, a boy, a girl, both very innocent, I'm sure, a pair of star-crossed lovers, very unoriginal. I'd rather someone more complex. A Danish prince, perhaps? He would have to be well-educated, with an interest in philosophy, quick to act when he's not preoccupied with his thoughts, and a bit of an enigma to others. There's always more than meets the eye, isn't there, Will?
Hamlet.
Have I piqued your interest?
Perhaps. Though I'm still pining for a tragedy. Well, in a plot.
And your typical themes don't intrigue you? Murder, death, suicide?
They are interesting. There's something captivating about solid death. The uncertainty of the world beyond, if there is one. And the moral dilemma of taking a life. They are interesting. And they're often components of a tragic tale.
Very true, though you've forgotten one component. Human suffering. Love is a wicked beast.
Yet beautiful in bloom. Hamlet, did you hear a crying maiden? Hamlet? My dear lady, what is the matter?
He said he loves me.
Who?
Hamlet. He said he loves me. And then he mocked my painted face. My father said to repel his letters, and I obeyed quite readily. But he was acting strange, very strange. Such a sharp and vulgar tongue. He said he loved me. I never thought I loved. Then what am I to believe?
Hamlet? Hamlet said to you?
Yes, he said he loved me. He wrote beautiful letters to me when I accepted them. But his strange actions, could they have also been for love? Or love and madness? Yes, he loves me. He loves me. Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, and all the morning was high, and I have made at your window to see your Valentine. And up he rose and donned his clothes, and up the chamber door, let in the maids and out the maids, never depart the door. Sing with me. Hamlet said the same to me, though it was after a visit to his chambers. I should need rest. You think I need some now?
Yes, my lady. You seem distraught.
Distraught? How could one so loved be distraught? Hamlet said he loved me, and he must keep true to his words, mustn't he? Or his actions at the very least. Would you like a flower, sir? It's a pansy, for thought. And you do have an awful lot to think about, don't you, Will? Hamlet, well, how do you start to this poor girl? She took my maidenhood. Hamlet, you're here! Oh, it's good to see you. He does love me, you know. But mad with your indifference? Have you nothing to say?
There are more important matters at hand. My blasted uncle knows no bounds, and it's not only my kin that have deceived me.
If not your kin, then who?
My dear friends of Wittenberg. Heard you of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern?
I'm not familiar.
I once called them friends, I suppose, though they are now hounds to my uncle's father.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
There's always more than meets the eye, Will. You know that by now. I'm sure my dear friends could tell you more than I.
Guildenstern, have you no shame, attempting to command an utterance of harmony with that pipe? At a time like this, you haven't the skill.
Ah, but I can try, dear Rosencrantz, I can try. Do you think the king enjoys music?
I'm sure he does, but I wouldn't call that music.
Excuse me, good sir, but might you know the whereabouts of the king's residence, the palace of Whitehall, or the king himself?
Yes, it is fortified Northumberland Avenue in the north, and the Thames River in the east. Why, gentlemen, do you ask?
We have been sent by Claudius, ruler of Denmark, to deliver a letter to the King of England.
But we mustn't get ahead of ourselves, Rosencrantz. We must first find the king. Northumberland Avenue, was it?
Yes, it was. Did you say you were from Denmark? You wouldn't happen to know a man by the name of Hamlet, would you?
Oh, why yes, we met in Wittenberg during our years of schooling.
Though it seems our friendship was in the passing. You see, Hamlet was to come to England with us, as the king had ordered.
But the man is ever-changing. He was swept away by a pirate ship during our passing.
He will be returning to Denmark soon, it seems.
Pirates? By God! I'm surprised that you were able to return safely. And its king, Claudius, what is his relation to Hamlet? The principal much of his uncle, a few about his father.
Why, the prince's father is dead.
Guildenstern, one mustn't be so blunt. Prince Hamlet's father has passed away in a tragic accident involving a snakebite. King Claudius is both uncle and father to Prince Hamlet, as he married his widowed mother, Gertrude.
Very intriguing.
The people of Denmark thought so. The reign of King Claudius was not an easy one.
Indeed, something is truly rotten in the state of Denmark, but our English affairs have yet to be tainted. Gentle Guildenstern, I believe we have a letter to deliver.
Quite right, Rosencrantz. To Northumberland Avenue and the Thames we shall go.
Guildenstern, are we to be going? King Claudius will have her heads if we're late. Yes, yes. Good day, sir. Good day, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
How they have changed. They were much more honest and unaffected by wealth back in Wittenberg.
Oh, few people remain the same when offered wealth and power. But do you wonder just how much was presented to them to make them into such willing hounds, was it?
Yes, dutiful hounds to their dear, dear master. You would think by the way they acted they would willingly lick his shoes if given a chance. Oh, speaking of the bloody devil, I must leave. Now's not the time to reveal myself.
Have you the poison? What poison? My lord, shall you be joining me in the Great Hall? Yes, the poison. One that will melt in liquid and bring swift relief to those who consume it. Are you not the messenger from the apothecary? My dear lord, our people are waiting. The match between Hamlet and Laertes is upon us. We are needed in the Great Hall. We do have company, my queen. This dear messenger will be delivering a parcel to us momentarily. It is of the utmost importance. My apologies, good sir. Welcome to Elsinore Castle. I, your queen, and my dear lord the king, wish you many joyous days in Denmark. Will you be staying for the match? The match, good lady? Yes, the match between my son Hamlet and a nobleman's son Laertes. Hamlet, he is your son? Oh, it will be a splendid match. They're both very skillful swordsmen. Ah, but one more so than the other. Isn't that right, Gertrude? Come, I will follow you to the Great Hall shortly. My dealings with this messenger shan't be long. As you wish, my lord. Good day, sir. Good day, dear lady.
Well, what say you? Have you the poison?
I know nothing about poisons, and have no feelings in apothecary work.
Blast, and where's the messenger I sent for? I must fix the outcome of Hamlet's match, at all costs.
Fix the outcome? Are you not Prince Hamlet's uncle?
And father, some might say, though I'm sure Prince Hamlet would beg to differ. He was quite fond of his father when King Hamlet's still alive, and none too pleased when I married his mother.
If you're really Uncle Father to Hamlet, why must you fix his match? And what purpose does the poison serve?
Hamlet's actions have become as strange as they are threatening. Despite my outward appearance, my reign is not absolute. My people can overthrow me quite easily, should they wish to. But Hamlet's actions have become much more troublesome. He could take my life as easily as he could take a country. and I fear he's grown much too suspicious.
Although he be suspicious, I'm afraid I don't understand. And what purpose does the poison serve?
You're dim-witted. I intend to kill Prince Hamlet just as I killed his father before him. A drop of poison in the ear, a poison cup, it matters not to me, but they would not threaten my reign. Prince Hamlet will have lost the match before it's even begun. By God, man, you wouldn't do the same? And you must be blind to think that murder is rare here. But you're of no use to me. I must seek the apothecary's messenger. The match is to begin shortly.
Poison cups and a murderous uncle, with an incestuous queen and defective schoolmates. What is this madness?
Somebody say madness.
Hamlet, you must tell me immediately. I'm afraid your uncle's motives are less than pure, and with his aid, your match will be over very quickly.
My dear Will, you worry too much. Perhaps you could use a bit of rest.
Worry too much? My God, man, I have reason to be worried. You seem to live in an endless state of depression and madness. And your uncle said to have you killed.
Eternal sleep wouldn't be so bad. I'm sure a man as sleep-deprived as you would appreciate it.
In all seriousness, Hamlet, what happened?
It seems my uncle was the cause. He poisoned my father, by the ear of all things, when he was resting in his orchard, and it took him a little time to take my mother's hand, and the crown. The people of Denmark obliged, though the state of the country was distraught. Ophelia, a lover of mine, became mad. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, my former friends, betrayed me in favor of the newly appointed king. When friends are turned to spies, and mothers to whorish endeavors, I fear not eternal sleep. Should I not be restricted to a hellish fate, death would come quickly for me, I'm sure. Claudius shall do what he may, but he shall pay for my father's death. If he shall fix the outcome of this match, then I too shall fix his fate.
Your uncle has mentioned your strange actions that I will tentatively believe in. Revenge makes me sweet to the angry border, but they are not always justified. And these actions, they are more than strange. They're troubling. Your uncle is trying to say that you were
mad.
Yes. That you were mad.
And you believe him, do you?
I do.
Take a look at yourself, Will. Of the two of us, who is truly mad? Perhaps I'm merely an actor. It's easy to feign madness. But your wife was right. You do need rest. Enjoy your tragedy, Will. I suppose Romeo will have to wait. Yes, an eternal sleep wouldn't be so bad. Get some rest, Will. I dare say I've written your script for you. But the public will be none the wiser. There's always more than meets the eye, isn't there, Will?